Appreciate y'all staying down with us. I am First Letter. That is my brother Tim G. Jacob. You feel me? And this is Put It On Some. Make sure y'all subscribe. And make sure you share this with all of you partners. You feel me? Because we are the realest, most entertaining sports show in all of the game. You feel me? But we especially hold it down for the home team here in Mississippi. All right. And just gonna run it down for y'all real quick. If you missed it, we already did the Jackson State joints. Make sure you go check that out. Our reaction to Jackson State versus Tennessee State and uh, segment on a quick preview, I should say, talking about the upcoming game against Grambling. You feel me? But in terms of all the other teams here in Mississippi, Alcorn lost to Tulane, 52-0. All right, Valley lost to Austin P, 41-0. Okay, Southern Miss was defeated by Miami, 30-7. A lot of money games. Okay, money games being played. This must have been money week for the SIP. All right, Mississippi State went on the road though and got a win by defeating Arizona 39-17. Okay, and Ole Miss had a money game as well, but in the other reverse way. Okay, they probably paid Central Arkansas to come in and get their ass whooped, and they whooped that ass 59-3 at home. Okay, but you see what we got right there on the banner. Okay, my brother Tim G. Jacobs says that he thinks the Southern Miss has found its quarterback, and of course, his boy Will Rogers is still slinging that thing around the yard. But let's look at that Southern Miss situation first. T, what were your thoughts on so you're saying Ty Key's job might be on the line?
Yeah. The thing is I don't think that Southern is really at a point where they have the luxury to wait. And so this kid that came in today, I think his name was Zach Wilkes. He delivered the goods, in my opinion, for what they asked him to do. I know the first half, knowing that Ohio State, Miami is
You ain't got that championship game from back in our childhood on your mind, do you?
I'm all
You
messed
got
up.
that
I'm thinking about
Maurice Claret winning that thing on
I'm
y'all.
thinking about Willis McGahee's leg right now.
Oh,
I hate to see that. Man. Southern came play in the first half, and they looked really good, and I thought the game was going to get a little bit more challenging. But Miami picked up their pace of play, their style of play. They picked up the business and got around Southern Miss. But I think from that game, man, you got to say that, look, you got to give Zach Wilk another week. You got to. Like, at this point, you got Northwestern State coming up, and okay, that should be a W. You got Tulane coming up on the road. That should be a W. So I think it's time to just find what you got in the quarterback before you end up for the next game. That's Troy on the road. So you got to go ahead and find your quarterback. And I think Wilk is the guy. I think he made some really good throws. I think he stepped up in the pocket. He tried to keep himself comfortable. He knew when to not really breach the line of scrimmage, but rather, stay behind the line of scrimmage and make the play. He did a lot of really good things in that Miami game that I saw that I think warrants him to get another shot next week. Now, so far as Will Rogers, I said what I said last year, and I'll say what I say again, man. He's slinging it. He dealing it. Now, I had some people under the comments, when we were talking about Shador, say, well, Shador served it around the yard too. Yes, he did. Not even gonna sit here and deny that. But that man Will Rogers is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's letting it be known that I do this. And he's a Mississippi boy too. He's a Brandon kid, and to see him at this level, performing like he's performing, man, I really do think Will Rogers is the best quarterback in the state. At this point, I think the Connolly is wide open. In terms of names, I think a lot of names are in the hat, but I think the two that are going to stand out are Shador and Will. And if Will can just pull off, a very, very big upset, not sure really what team that will be. I don't know the schedule right offhand, but you get that done, it just advances you further. So all in all, I just like to say Southern's got that quarterback. You got to play him for the next couple weeks. I personally think that the game script in that game against Miami was, like we're not gonna run Frank 30 times. We're not even gonna really pull out the super back. We're gonna let this quarterback just toss it and see how he can keep us in it. And I think Southern just pretty much realized that we're outclassed, we're outnumbered, and we just we go take that L. So it's a lot. It's a lot there, but those two things are the most important. I think Will Rogers is the best state in the best quarterback in the state, and I think Southern Miss has found their guy. I hate to say that because Ty Keys is a 4-star, but I ain't seen the kind of throws from him that I saw today from Zach
Mhm.
Wilk. So maybe it's smart to keep him in the loop.
Well, just looking at the box score and thinking about what I saw in the game, it was 10-7.
Yeah,
It was 10-7 going into the half.
got a pit.
It looked like our defense had their quarterback flustered. We were kind of living in the backfield a little bit. I got this close to tweeting out the nasty bunch looking a little nasty right now. I got that close to tweeting that out.
Yeah.
And then because I was out and about, had to take my baby to a dentist appointment.
Mm.
So when they went to halftime, I got off the ESPN app and shit like that. And by the time I come back on the app, halftime is passed. I want to say it might have been 9 or 10 minutes left on the clock. I don't know. But they had already scored 14 points.
They
Miami
sure
had.
did. They sure did.
I said, what the?
Quick, fast, and hurry.
We were just 10-7.
Yep. Quick, fast, and hurry.
And so that I know when you play these money games, a lot of times teams get up to play the team that's getting paid to come play, get up to play that game.
Yeah.
Maybe the coach gave you that rah-rah speech, and maybe you'll look better in the first half than you should. And then their depth and stuff catches up to you in the second. But just looking at this box score is concerning to me.
Okay.
Frank didn't have shit on the ground.
Didn't touch shit a lot.
I mean, he ain't have shit on the ground, dog.
Nope.
You called for Antavius Willis to get more touches last week.
Didn't give it to us.
That's what my brother called for. I think that boy had 1 carry.
Didn't give it to us.
So I know this, as Coach Prime has alluded to, the difference probably when you leveling up is the difference is seen most in the trenches.
Yeah.
So maybe Coach Hall thought we just couldn't do shit with them up front, I guess. I don't know. But we didn't run that bitch worth shit at all. Like, we just said, fuck it. So you thinking maybe that was by design to get some work in for this kid?
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it was there. Miami ain't trying to show all their guns because they think they got Texas Tech next week, who just lost to the number 2 and number 4. Number 2 and number 4 team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be upset. They're gonna be angry. They're gonna come out to play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think USM can suffer a lot more moral victories, but I think Southern Miss has got their guy going forward. So build on that. Will Rogers is slinging it, moving it, and we just see what happens. Man, it's early season, man. It's so many upsets that have went on today, and just this, as we tape.
But 7 carries for 0 yards for Frank.
I don't think he was necessarily going to be featured in this game. I don't think they even wanted him like going in between tackles and stuff. I think they like let's get him set up for Sunbelt.
So they did do something else we talked about, and that was try to get Brownlee involved. So Brownlee had 10 damn targets.
He did. Like 5 catches, 100 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he should have had another one. I saw he went up. They threw a ball to him, should have been picked off, but he did his best to high point it. He just didn't come down with the ball. You know what I'm talking about? So it just looked different. Like we got this package that brings energy to the team. I would have liked to see some of it. Okay, just throw that super back out there some.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't be exclusive with it. But when you got Frank Gore with 7 damn carries, I can't get down with that. Unless what you're saying is absolutely true, that
Yeah.
they treated it as fuck it, we finna just practice. But when you're down 10-7 at half, fuck that strategy. We got
Yeah.
a chance to win this bitch.
Yeah.
Now in terms of Will, like I said, he gonna throw that bitch around the yard. He finna
What
get
do you do?
these things. Shador didn't have a bad game in my opinion. Y'all, if you didn't see that segment, I talked about that previously. The
Yeah.
offense as a whole in the red zone, now we didn't do well. Okay, we didn't do well, but he still does a hell of a job of eluding tacklers and making some pinpoint throw. We dropped a couple touchdowns. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
He finally got one to clinch the game for real, for real. Well, to seal the game, seal the win.
Right.
Deep throw near the end there. But I still think he got a hell of a shot. And it's just through 2 weeks, okay? But I still think it's gonna be a hell of a ride between these cats.
Okay.
Gonna win that bitch. And I'm still gonna ride with Mr. Sanders. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Rogers, I don't know what Arizona looking like this year. I know that's a basketball school. I don't know what they looking like football wise. But they, you went on the road, went out on the West Coast,
Yeah.
threw that bitch around the yard. So, to my you rep for Mississippi,
Yeah.
so. But other than that, man, shit, really the Southern Heritage Classic was the biggest thing this week. Out of the Mississippi schools, man. It seemed like most teams playing money games,
They
sneaky
are.
games before we really get into this shit coming on down the wire. All right. But America, chime in, tell us what y'all thought about this week in Mississippi college football. Put it on something.
Put on some.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?